There is nothing better than a tomato at the peak of its ripeness. No wonder I love the summertime. There's just so much fresh produce to choose from. It's hard to know where to start or what to cook. But don't worry, I have a few ideas. Like something that doesn't take much time, can be had cold and eaten with your hands, such as a spicy shrimp and lettuce wrap. That's exactly what Top Chef winner Hung Huynh showed me when he visited my kitchen. Did I mention how low-cal this is? Even more to love this swimsuit season. On our Ask Sara segment, I'll answer a viewer's question on the safe way to cut an avocado. And it's easier to eat that way too. Finally, the all-time summertime favorite, Heirloom tomatoes, shows up in a salad with a spectacular grilled lamb prepared by my buddy Giuseppe Fanelli. It's one of the most beautiful things we've ever prepared in my kitchen. Summer is short, but oh so sweet. I'm going to take advantage of all it has to offer. That's today on Sara's Weeknight Meals. Funding provided by
the 2016 Subaru Legacy. With symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 36 mpg. It pairs well with every kind of road. Subaru, proud sponsor of Sara's Weeknight Meals.
And thanks to the generous support of Hung Huynh is our guest today. He's a Top Chef winner and an expert in seafood. We caught up with him in his neighborhood in the Upper West Side of New York City.
I think food is definitely a comfort. Certain dishes is definitely a comfort food where it's like a safety blanket because it just brings back the culture, the history, the memories of eating that. I was born in Ho Chi Minh City, which I know it as Saigon. My philosophy on food is people need to learn how to taste food. The food is supposed to taste good, not mediocre, not just okay, not just the party aspect of it. Everything I cook is always inspired by something that I loved. I love seafood because even when I was a child in Vietnam, we eat a lot of small fish. I would just munch on the fish, eat all the bones, I like cooking it much more than meat because it takes a little more skill and you have to be a little more delicate with great techniques.
Maybe that one. Let me see the eyes. Perfect. Beautiful.
The message I want to convey in food is definitely that there's soul. There's someone passionate behind the dish. And I just hope they can see that, see the balance and the care that I put in there. Flavor is culture, I think. Like the Latinos say, sabor, it's like, it's soul, it's flavor,
Thank you.
Hi, Sara.
Hung, hello! How are you? How's the train ride?
This is good. Take a little nap,
Yeah, I love trains. What have you got?
Some vegetables, lettuce, cucumber, tomatoes.
Oh, terrific. Come on in. What do you think of my garden? Isn't that something?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautifully manicured.
Just like me. Hi, I'm Sara Moulton. Welcome to Sara's Weeknight Meals. Sustainable surf is on the menu today, and my guest is a Top Chef winner and a graduate of my alma mater, and his name is Hung Huynh, and I'm so excited to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and he's a complete expert on fish, which is what we need, and shellfish, since we're discussing sustainable surf, and also just cooking with fish, which so many people are scared of. I don't know why. All right, we're getting started. The first thing we're making is?
We're gonna grill shrimp with lettuce wrap, heirloom tomatoes, and cucumber, and lots of herbs, mint, cilantro, and scallions, my favorite.
Yes, well, it sounds like you grew up in Vietnam, so this is sort of a Vietnamese kind of simple sandwich.
Vietnamese inspired, it's a great way to have gluten-free or almost like a wrap salad that you can just hold onto your hand. I'm gonna be mincing garlic. I'm gonna show you a really good way to peel them if you need to peel like 80 cloves.
Well, like when you're doing chicken with
40 cloves. 40 cloves of garlic, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna cut these up and I'm gonna shake in a bowl and then.
Oh, I like tricks. These are fun. This is what makes us happy in the kitchen.
These
right?
are like tricks.
All these silly little things.
These what makes our day a little easier. Once we learn these, we'll kind of feel little special.
Yeah, we just feel like geniuses. There's
Exactly,
gotta be magic
you know,
in the kitchen.
simple tricks. So you get
All right, so wait a second. Let's slow down. So you got those in there.
garlic. You can get 2 metal bowls, but they sound really good.
Yeah.
Or you can get like a pot and a lid. So we're just gonna go ahead and shake it up like this.
Wow. Is this like a boy thing? Is this what boys like to do? Or is this a musician thing?
We like to have fun, make a lot of noise.
Or this is a kid thing?
See?
Oh, wow.
Now we can go ahead and mince.
Wow.
Right.
I like
Really
that.
3 cloves
Boy,
now.
there's an aroma of garlic coming out of there. So now we're gonna, I'm sure you're gonna make fast work of that.
Cool. So I'm just gonna slice it real thin first.
While you're doing that, tell me what you should be looking for when you go to buy shrimp.
Well, I like to buy smaller size, like 1620s, because the bigger they are, the tougher the meat is, I think.
Okay.
A little chewier, just like lobster. Right?
Gotcha. All right, so you said 1620s?
1620s, U10s, U12s, or max.
Now, what he's talking about, you can,
Right.
keep, you can keep chopping while I explain this, is that, you know, they say small, medium, large doesn't mean anything anymore. So you have to think about how many, 1620 means there's 16 to 20 shrimp in 1 pound. So you'll get used to the number of shrimp you like in a pound, and you will focus on what size those are. But just saying smaller, medium, or large is not going to help you. Look at the shrimp and think about the size. Okay, so you added some.
So this is a basic marinade. I love garlic, tons of garlic.
I do too.
Yeah, it just tastes
Like,
good.
what's life without garlic?
So a little olive oil or grapeseed oil, whatever oil you like.
You like
to
the
have.
grapeseed too?
I love it. And
Okay.
for barbecue, I thought I'd throw some hot sauce in there. A little spicy, a little heat,
Okay.
you know. Black pepper, I love crushed black pepper, very coarse, that's my preference.
Okay.
And of course, some salt.
Some salt.
Right.
So while we get that on the grill, let's talk about sustainable shrimp.
Right.
What kind of choices should we be making? Because you can buy shrimp from around the world.
Most farms in Canada and US has great practices.
So that would be
versus some countries that we don't know exactly what's
right,
going on there.
right. Are we ready to get the shrimp on the grill?
Yes.
What temperature grill?
Medium high. We're gonna grill each side for about, a minute and a half,
Okay.
2 minutes, depending on how much shrimp you have on.
So it's pretty quick.
It's very quick.
This is a great weeknight meal for that reason.
It's great for parties, great for banquets, great to have, a small bite.
Yeah.
It smells good already.
It does.
The salad's gonna have cucumbers, scallions, tomatoes, and herbs. While you're doing that, I'm gonna start cutting tomatoes.
Okay. Oh, we have some beautiful tomatoes. So I want to ask you, so you lived in Vietnam till you were 9,
Yes.
and then you moved to the United States. Why did you move to the United States?
Well, we moved to the United States because my dad had escaped after the war. He was one of the boat refugees, along with my 2 older brothers and my uncles and grandfather.
Wow.
You can only take so many family members with you because there's only so much gold you could have to pay off the people with the boats.
Wow. Are you serious?
100% serious. Cash didn't mean anything back then.
It was gold. So your dad and uncles came over.
Right, and we were sponsored by Arlo Guthrie.
Arlo Guthrie.
Yeah,
That's my hippie childhood.
Really?
Well, childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Let's say
he-
childhood.
he was-
I was a little older. Yeah. That's
he-
so cool.
Yeah, it was great. He sponsored my family over, and they stayed at his home. So he helped my father get started.
How the heck did you? Well, okay,
Yeah.
we won't go off. That's
Yeah.
for another time. Arlo Guthrie. I have to get over that one.
It's great, yeah.
Okay. So then, your dad opened up the restaurant.
Yes, first Vietnamese restaurant in the county.
Wow.
A small little diner.
What
served-
county though?
Berkshire County.
So you were in the
Yeah,
Berkshires.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Grew up there, and
That's in Western Massachusetts.
Western
It's a
Massachusetts.
beautiful part of Massachusetts.
Great.
It's a beautiful part of the country.
yes. By the time I got over here, he was already in the process of opening up a second restaurant.
And you have a bunch of siblings.
I have 4 older brothers. I'm the youngest.
Oh, you're the baby.
Yes.
You're the darling. And okay, and then what happened? So you all grew up in Pittsfield.
And then we all both my other brothers decided to go to CIA also.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so
Culinary Institute of America, the Harvard of cooking schools.
shrimp's almost done. If you look on this one,
You mean where it's opaque?
we're getting a little white.
You can't see through it anymore.
Can't see through it anymore.
Okay.
That's when you know it's done.
Okay.
And it's okay if you just medium well,
We'll let that rest for half a second,
right?
and then we're going to cut it up, and we're going to make our salad. I've got an idea. While that's resting for half a second, I've got an herb garden. What do you want to put in the salad?
I love cilantro, mint.
Okay, well, I have
guess so.
everything.
All right.
You got to come see. Alrighty, so back there, you see in the corner,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, and you know about mint. Mint just is like rabbits. They just keep going. Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's lovely. All right. We're like two brides in a wedding. Okay, so.
I love herbs.
Oh, so do I. Oh my God. And you know, I'm so glad that they're finally so readily available. When I first started cooking, it was like a big deal.
So we're gonna take the tomatoes, we're gonna mix it right
Here.
into the bowl.
Yep, here, you know what, you want to see?
Oh.
I have favorite tools too, I'm sorry. You can do your garlic trick,
There we
but I'm
go.
going to do my tomato trick.
All right,
This
here
is
we
called
go.
Giant Cake Lifter. I
It's-
highly recommend it.
It's very big, a pie lifter almost. you know,
Yes,
okay?
yes, yes. Okay,
So to this mixture, we're gonna add,
how much of that?
you know, depending on the mood right now, let's just, you know, about 3
Okay.
tablespoons. We're gonna add vinegar, salt, and sugar.
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, please.
Okay. But should we do the, why don't I do the herbs first? I'm going to actually let you season it because I know it's going to be one of those magical things.
Yeah,
You're going to
yeah.
add exactly the right amount of everything. Tell me what happens with the mint.
I love mint when it's like big chunks. So we're gonna go ahead and rip it.
Show me one. I'll
Just
do the
gonna
rest.
Rip it, you know.
Okay.
Natural.
Okay, fun. Ooh, this is fun.
And we-
Okay, without a knife.
Without a knife. I like to do this. That way.
Okay,
it's
I'll
nice
do
big
it.
chunk.
I'll
All
do
right,
the
fine.
rest.
I'll cut some cilantro for now.
Okay.
Cilantro, I like the stems where all the flavors are.
I know, it's so
And,
amazing.
yeah,
I don't think people gotten the message yet that
No.
every part of cilantro
That's
is
the best
usable.
part.
It's one of the few herbs that you can.
Right. And I'm gonna go ahead and be generous with this. I love
Oh,
it.
I love it.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the meat off the shrimp tail.
Now, why did we cook it with the tail on if we're now taking the tail off?
Actually, the shell gives the shrimp a lot
Flavor.
more flavor.
Flavor.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut the shrimp in big chunks.
Okay. I'm still going to let you season this because I
All
know
right.
you're going to do the magical, exact, right amount of everything.
Seasoned by eye.
Right. Okay, so we've
Here
got
we go.
vinegar.
Vinegar, no, any vinegar would do. The most simple one is the white vinegar.
I knew it. I knew it.
Pour a
You
cup of
just-
vinegar.
that was exactly whatever it was supposed to be.
Exactly. You know, and then about
That's kosher
just
salt.
1 tablespoon.
Okay, salt is really important.
Salt and sugar.
Mm.
It's always balancing out the flavors.
Now this is interesting. These actually get cut, or you do something to them.
Well, if you want to put a lot of shrimp, then you keep it whole. And you can go ahead and eat like this as
Mm-hmm. That's
a
a
big
dang
taco.
one. Yeah.
You know,
Big taco.
but then at home, you know, this we can save for chopped lettuce.
Don't throw
You know,
anything
now
out.
you want to get really fancy, you know, you can square it off.
Let's make a few to put on
Right,
the plate,
all right.
and I'll get us a few more leaves so we can do 2 more for us to eat.
Okay.
This is very, very healthy and light.
It's just natural ingredients,
Right.
pure flavors. Okay.
Very exciting. Perfect. Now this is my idea of lunch. They could serve this in spas, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's so good. Okay, well,
It's fun to
here we
eat.
go. Before we eat, I just want to say, I hope you make this. These are your shrimp lettuce wraps
Right.
from Chef Hung Huynh.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, so good.
It's a little drippy, but it's okay. It's worth it.
So worth it. I get all sorts of questions on my website from viewers, and I love them because they're oftentimes things that I don't know or I research. I have a really good one for you today. It's from Ronnie, who's just moved to Houston, Texas, and it's about, very appropriately, avocados. So hi, Ronnie. How do you like Houston?
Hi, Sarah. Houston's great. I haven't had a bad meal since I've been here, so that's probably my favorite part so far.
Oh, better food in Texas than the Northeast, huh? What do you like about the Texas food?
Well, it's just fresh. I'm a big fan of barbecue, but there's also a really good Mexican food scene here, and that kind of leads me to my question about avocados.
All right, so shoot. What's your question?
My question today is how to choose the right avocado and how to know when it's ripe, and how to cut it the right way. I feel like I'm wasting so much good avocado.
All right, this is one I can really do easily. So for starts, when you go to the supermarket, we're looking for Hass avocados, which is the predominant one that you're going to find, and they look nubbly on the outside. Avocados generally go from a greener color like this one to a darker green like this one right here. The other thing is also press it. Now you can see this is rock hard. There's absolutely no give. Whereas for this one, you can see my finger goes down a little bit. That means it's beginning to get ripe. Now, if it gets really, really ripe, like it's smushy, great, wonderful for guacamole. But if you want to use it in a salad or slice it, you're looking for an avocado that's like this. So that's number one, picking the avocado. If it starts to get very ripe and you don't feel like you're going to get to it and you're getting nervous, just put it in the fridge. That will slow down the ripening process and you'll be able to use it even a few days later. If you want to speed up the ripening, put it in a basket, put some bananas on top. They give off ethylene gas. That'll speed up the ripening process. Okay, how to cut it. We were all taught to take the avocado, you know, we all watch it on TV, all those cool chefs, they take a big knife, right? And they go around and they cut the avocado in half, right? Boink. And then they take the big knife and they take the heel of the knife and they hit it into the pit. Well, I worked with the California Avocado Commission and they said, please, you don't know how many people go to the emergency room, especially because of that last wonk. Please do it differently. So here's how I'm going to do it. All right, so you put, first of all, don't ever hold something up in the air and a knife up in the air at the same time. Put it flat on the counter, take your knife, put your fingers on top, and go all the way around, just like you would if you were up in the air. Okay, so we've gone around half. Now, turn it a quarter turn and do the same thing all over again. Go all the way around. Notice my hand is above, everything's above. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do the reveal I want because it's already falling apart. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? You see how that pit just came right out?
I wasn't even close.
Okay, so what you can do now, you see this is a firm avocado. So I could probably just peel this off. That's one way to peel it. Another thing, if it's a little riper and you don't think you're going to be able to just peel off the skin like that, you can take your spoon and just put it underneath, get it between the shell and the avocado, and just scoop it out. And then you can slice it or do whatever you want to do with it. So you see, it's really very simple to get the avocado out. And there you go.
Thanks so much, Sarah. That's a great tip.
And Ronnie, thank you for that question. I love avocados, don't you? Oh, they're just fantastic. All right, so if you want to send a question to me that we can feature here on Ask Sara on the show, go to my website, saramoulton.com. One of my favorite Italian chefs is Giuseppe Fanelli from New York's Tradice restaurant. So welcome to my little garden. It's overgrown, you know, but I love it. It's my garden. It's my secret garden. Okay, so I've got some potted herbs here.
Okay.
Basil, rosemary, oregano. What do you want to use for the lamb?
Let's do the rosemary. That looks great.
It does. How much do we need?
There's a couple sprigs.
Just a couple?
I love the smell of rosemary.
Yeah.
When you brush it. Ah,
It's
I
so
love
intense, isn't it? It's great. Does your mom put the tomatoes up in the winter time?
We make tomato sauce every August.
Yeah? Lamb is hands down my favorite meat, especially when you grill it and drizzle it with rosemary oil. Wow. So I'm making this special dish today with my guest, Giuseppe Fanelli. What's it called? I can't pronounce it.
Agnello Scottadito.
Agnello Scottadito. And what does that mean?
It means to burn your fingers.
Well, that doesn't sound very appealing.
Well, it's so good that you grab it before it cools off.
Oh, okay.
So it burns your fingers.
Okay, all right. So you want me to do something with this rosemary we just
Yeah.
picked?
Let's take 2 sprigs, take it off the stem and just chop it up really nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. And you're going to deal with the lamb.
I'm gonna take care of the lamb.
And what kind of lamb are we using?
We're using lamb racks.
Ooh, I love
We're
the
gonna
lamb.
take them off individually from the bone. That's lollipops, basically.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
A lamb lollipop.
Okay.
And it's 2 sprigs or 3 sprigs?
2 is fine if you want to.
Yeah, I'm
The
going to
more the better.
Yeah,
you know?
the more the merrier. Oh, wait, I see the fat's already been trimmed off.
Yeah, it already came cleaned and Frenched.
Oh, French. Okay, French means that they cleaned the bones down, right?
Yep.
And that's so we can pick it up by the bone.
I'm a huge fan of lamb. I love lamb.
Is that your favorite meat
Oh,
too?
yeah.
Yeah, I just love it. I don't know why we don't eat more of it. It's so great.
I'm just gonna pound this down a little bit so we get more grab on the grill.
Uh-huh. Do you cook on grill pans much?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
All right, so I'm gonna brush the lamb chops with some of the oil. All right, just
Is that extra virgin again?
Is extra
Do
virgin
you use
again.
that for everything?
For most
Okay.
cooking. Okay, and then I'm gonna brush the the parts that we're gonna use as
So
well.
both the meat and the grill get brushed with oil?
Because we want to get really nice marks on it.
Okay.
All right, so hoping that, oh yeah.
Oh, that's nice
ready.
and hot. You could also do this in a cast iron skillet, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
You just need a pan that gets really hot so we get a good sear.
And then just try to keep the bones going in one direction so that it doesn't look sloppy and they don't bump into one another.
It's an organizational
Yeah.
issue. It's easier to cook that way. All right, I know we're gonna need some herbs down the line. Do you want me to start working on the basil and mint here?
Yeah, a little chiffonade of the basil and the mint.
Okay, great.
I'm just gonna go ahead and just take care of this on this side really quick.
How about roughly how long are these gonna take?
Maybe 2 or 3 minutes on each side.
We're going for medium rare?
We're going for medium rare.
My favorite. And we're gonna combine it with mint. Is that Italian, to use mint?
I think it's more of a summery Italian thing that you bring the mint in because it's just a happy thing on your palate, you know? Especially when you're working with lamb chops, it goes better with lamb chops than
Exactly.
mint.
I do think there's some herb matches made in heaven. Well, like basil and tomatoes, mint and lamb, rosemary and potatoes, thyme and chicken, right? There's so many. All right, so I'm gonna line these guys up and do a fine chiffonade.
Yep.
Okay. And now what are you doing over there?
I'm just cleaning these tomatoes. I mean, and I'm gonna quarter the big ones and just half the small ones. I'm gonna switch sides with you again, and I'm gonna flip these guys.
Yeah.
See how they.
Ooh, look at that great sear. That's wonderful.
That's right.
I need to put oil in with the Just
Load
go?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep
It
going?
brought me money, yeah.
Wow.
And
You
action.
Italians eat
Yeah.
a lot of, enough?
She's lovely. That's
What?
gorgeous.
Stop?
That's gorgeous.
Okay, good. So you want me to chiffonade this too?
Yeah, the mint as well.
All right, good.
So I'm gonna pull these guys off.
Oh boy. So that's it for the chops?
That's it.
Nothing,
now
nothing else?
No, now we're gonna finish it with some of this.
Oh, the rosemary oil.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. And that's lovely. It's that simple, huh?
That's it. Just we chop it up just to get the aromatics out and infuse the oil.
Wow.
Then we can re-season the chops as well for, just a little bit of salt and pepper is always nice.
Should we do that? Yeah. And then now, can we eat them right away or do they need to sit for a little bit?
Let's not burn our fingers.
Oh, right, back to what the title is. Also, they do need to rest anyway, right?
Yeah.
You want to...
We definitely want to rest them because now the meat's all tense and all the juices are inside. Once you bite into it, all the juices are gonna fall out.
Right.
So we let it rest, it won't be as messy.
Okay, so we can make our
That way it
tomato salad.
finishes.
All
Yep.
right.
So I'm gonna add a little salt, lots of pepper. Add all the herbs.
Okay, here we go. All of them. All right, lots of them.
All right, and just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Just a little bit, not too much.
That's right, I like it.
Okay. Just some sherry vinegar.
Sherry vinegar, now that's not Italian.
No, but it definitely accompanies the lamb and it accents the tomato salad wonderfully.
Just like the depth of flavor.
I love.
Yeah. Actually, it's my favorite vinegar too. I use it probably too much. I use it for everything.
And we'll just toss this.
Oh boy. So this is just it, huh?
That's it.
Maybe a little crusty bread to soak up the
Oh, that would
oil
be
from
nice.
the tomatoes and the rosemary oil.
Okay.
All right, so you go ahead and platter. Oh boy, that is just spectacular. There's
And
nothing better than summer tomatoes.
Don't
Real
mind my
tomatoes.
fingers.
Oh
I'm just
please,
gonna
don't burn them.
line these up. They're
Let's see if you
nice.
can see 'em.
Here we are.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yep. Agnello Scottadito with heirloom tomato salad.
So I poured you some white wine because I know you like white wine better. For me, I've got a Pinot Noir that I thought would go very nicely with lamb. What do you think?
I think the Pinot Noir would be great with the lamb, but especially because you're having the tomatoes. It's nice, light.
Good point, good point. So who doesn't love Italian food, especially when you prepare these tasty classics using just a few simple ingredients? I'm Sara Moulton. Thanks for joining me and Giuseppe Fanelli in the kitchen. All right, here it goes. From mia familia to yours. Did I do that right?
That was awesome.
See you next time for more weeknight meals.
Salud. It's happiness. Real happiness. That's good.
For recipes, helpful tips, messages, and lots more, visit us on the web at saramoulton.com/weeknight meals. And go to our YouTube channel, Sarah's Weeknight Meals TV. Funding provided by
The 2016 Subaru Legacy. With symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 36 mpg. It pairs well with every kind of road. Subaru, proud sponsor of Sarah's Weeknight Meals.
and thanks to the generous support of